Being a Baptist is kind of fun. I think if you're going to have to be one in heaven, why not start early? Learn the ropes and get moving. I knew very early in my life that God was going to call me into the ministry, and I guess I began to feel that drum beat about the time I was 12 or 13 years old. The hero of my life was Roy B. Flippo, F-L-I-P-P-O, Flippo. He actually licensed me to the Baptist ministry when I was 13 years old. I could legally perform weddings in the 8th grade. I never did do that, but I was very popular in high school. Roy Flippo was the great influence in my life. He first sparked in me a response to the ministry, and it was out of that I began to feel that welling up within me. I suppose that there was only one thing for me to do. Back when I was that age, there were only two things you could do in a Baptist church if you felt the hand of God on your life for some special purpose. Once you had become a Christian, once you had been baptized by full immersion, till you bubbled. There were only two things left that you could do with your life. Well, you could rededicate if you got bad off target. And you should. But other than that, there are only two special things you could give your life to: missions or to be a pastor. I always knew God would not call me into missions. I just knew that. God would not do that to me. See, God knows my heart. God understands my heart, and He is aware of the intense fear I have of snakes. Now, I heard missionaries come back from those foreign places like the Amazon and all of this, talking about snakes in the jungle. And I could just see them slithering through weeds and things and coming under the tent while you're preaching to these natives, and it wraps around your leg. And I just knew that God would not do that to me. See, I hate snakes. Worse than I hate anything on this planet, I hate snakes. I'd sleep in poison ivy before I would mess with a snake. I won't go in the zoo if the snake is awake. I will not look at National Geographic unless Eleanor goes through first and tears out the snake pages. I will not do this. And I always knew that I would. See, if you came at me with a snake, and and like some of these churches handle snakes to prove faith, well, I'd be a heathen, I'll guarantee you. I'll go right on down there rather than handle snakes. If that's how you prove it, I don't want it. I'd rather drink Lysol. But if you came with a snake in your hand, I would quit something I wasn't doing. I would give up an evil that I was not involved in. Well, a snake. See, if I had been Eve, you would still be perfect.